Hello, my name's Dawn, and a lot of you call me.
Spice Dawn.
Yep, that's what you call me, and that is Spice Colin behind the camera. First thing I want to tell you are the dimensions of the haunting good time. This is the warmer of the month, and it is 5.5 by 5 inches as far as the base. It is 10 inches tall, and that is up to the little doodad on the front of the roof. Now, when this was packaged, my little bat was smashed down flat so that he would travel well. So you want to be careful. You don't want to move this when it's super cold. If you live in a colder climate, then you just slightly give that a push to get your bat right where you want it. But this is another one of our haunted houses. So now this is the second in the collection. We had a haunted house. Now we have a second haunted house. And before I even forget, the scent is scary good, and it is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Remember, these new clamshells are a little thicker, and it's melting in Colin's office right now, and that's only because I just put something new in the warmers out here, forgetting that this was coming this afternoon. So tomorrow this will be in the whole house. Now we're going to go over our checklist for our visually impaired customers and consultants. I gave you the dimensions of the warmer. The material of the warmer, this is a metal warmer. Lots of texture on the roof. It's a house, and the top part lifts off, and there's an adorable little dish, and there's a kitty cat on the front, and a bat up here, and a little pointy doodad, and then over here's a ghosty, and there's a witch in the doorway, and a pumpkin. But the texture, it has like a cobbled looking roof, which is really cool. And then the side of the warmer, where the windows are, and the front looks like siding. So this is a really cool detailed warmer. Okay, now what color does it light up? It comes with the clear bulb, but of course you could use any of our colored bulbs. And then I'm going to give you a little tip about what I'm going to do. Is there a theme or a scene on the warmer? Well, it is a haunted house, so it has the pumpkin and the bat and the cat and the witch and the whole deal. So that would be the theme. Is it sparkly? It is not sparkly at all. It does have a little bit of a wall pattern because the light, I'm going to turn this on. This is the regular 25 watt light bulb, and that will shine little window reflections and little holes because the dish is clear, so the light illuminates up through the very well vented, so the smell's going to come out nicely on this one, even though it's a 3-piece. In the past, people were worried that the smell wouldn't come out as well on a 3-piece, but the whole back of this thing is open above the dish. So that would be a wall pattern. On the average, how bright is this warmer? Well, when you look in the door, you can pretty much see the light bulbs. The filaments on the light bulb. So to me, that's pretty bright. Remember, I'm the gal who does not like looking at light bulb filaments. It reminds me of being interrogated in a spy movie with that bare light bulb and you're tied to the chair and all of that. So my dad used to watch a lot of spy movies. Obviously, it has made an impact. But I am going to tell you something that I am going to do. A lot of my warmers, I do not even melt wax in. And I know that a lot of my customers buy warmers just as accent lights or decorative features as well. When I warm wax, I warm in something simple, easy to clean, boom, boom, quick wax change. But yet I have a lot of warmers in the house that are just lit up. This is going to be one of those. So since I'm not planning on melting in it, I am going to use the Sylvania Flicker Glow 3-watt bulb. Now, you cannot melt anything with this. Won't melt the wax. It just won't. It's not supposed to. But that is the bulb I am going to use. Now, I am going to ask Colin to hit the pause button, and I'm going to do a bulb change.
Yes, dear.
All right, I have just changed the bulb. We had to hit pause because I needed to cool that light bulb off before I could unscrew it. Another thing, when you're changing this bulb, you might need to have one of your kids do it, one with a really small hand. I have a very small hand, and it's a little bit of a tight fit. So that's just something to know, the dimensions and the way the top is formed. Now, watch this. I'm not sure if Colin will be able to really get in there good. Can you see that flicker bulb flickering? Now, I'm going to show you a picture of what this looks like in the dark because it is really, really cool. And I still don't like looking at flicker bulb elements. So I have Vellum. I only use Vellum in the warmers that I'm using like a night light bulb in at 3 or 4 watts because this is paper from the crafting department, the scrapbooking department. But watch how cool this is. You might think I'm crazy, and I'm not telling you to do this. I am just telling you that I am doing this. But because, oh, that's the wrong piece. I cut one piece. This diffuses. It's like a little frosted glass, and I don't have it in there exactly as it should be. But it'll give you the idea of how this looks. See, it looks like the witch has a fire burning in her little haunted house. And that way, when I walk toward this thing, I'm not getting like, filament eyeballs. I don't know what the deal is. I think it would require some kind of therapy for me to determine why I just can't stand looking at light bulb filaments. All that industrial lighting that's so popular and the Edison bulbs, I'm like, ugh. So this is my way. Remember that this is just placed on the front, and it is just called Vellum, and you would only use this with a light bulb. Now this light bulb's been on and I'm touching it, and there is no heat at all to this light bulb. And I'm gonna leave it on because my girlfriends are gonna wanna see it. Anyway, you've seen it in the dark because I inserted that piece a little bit ago, but it is a fabulous. Okay, if you guys have watched my past videos around Halloween, you know that I love the Sylvania Flicker Glow bulb, which is only 3 watts. So I think that looks wonderfully spooky. But let me show you something even a wee bit better. How am I going to do this? How do I pause? Okay, here's what it looks like with a piece of the Vellum inserted into the front. You don't see the bulb or the glare. Remember, it's only 3 watts, so you can't warm anything with a 3-watt bulb, but as an accent light, that is about the coolest thing because it looks like the little witchy witch has a fire flickering inside her house. A little bit ago, but it is a fabulous, fabulous addition to any real Halloween display. And if you already have a house, don't think, well, I have the house they came out with a few years ago. Think, I'm starting my haunted house collection. So the first one was nice. This one looks totally different. Even like everything's different with it. And I just think they're going to complement each other very, very well. So that's how you can start your haunted house collection. Now, I have a Facebook page called Spiced On Tips to Share. You might want to go there. And feel free to share this video if you don't have it yet. See what I meant about the back being very well ventilated, and then the top has holes in it, and the dish is clear so it projects onto the ceiling. There is a lot to see with this warmer. So, and just a little health update. I know a lot of you have been writing me, because I didn't do that on the regular catalog warmers, but I try to do it on the warmer of the month. I'm doing good. Like, the only thing is I had a side effect from radiation, which made me real stiff, like can't hardly wash my armpits in the shower stiff, because like I guess it just does something to the fascia, whatever. So now I have to do these exercises, and I do this pulley, which that hurts. This is the one that has the worst problem. I do this thing where you stand against a wall and then you push and you turn out, and that just stretches. So really very minimal. But if you have radiation for like whatever, and you find like something is not quite right, or you don't move as well as you thought you could, because they don't tell you this could be a side effect, because maybe it wouldn't happen to some people, but it happened to me. And I mean, I could just see it going from, oh, I have a hard time soaping my armpits, to I can't dry my own hair, to I can't wipe my own behind. We caught it in time. But I'm just saying, it could be serious, and you need to go and have some physical therapy, and they will evaluate you personally and tell you the stretches and things to do. So don't be afraid. I'm glad I didn't know going into it, but now that I know how easy it is to get this mobility back, it's not a big deal. So I'm letting you know that if that happens to you, that, you know, generally you're probably going to be in pretty good hands with a physical therapist for a few appointments, and then you have to do your own stretches, which are nothing. You just have to remember to do them. So set your phone to like 3 times a day. The stretches take 5 minutes to do all of them, but set it to 3 times a day so you get those stretches in and you don't just blow right past it. All righty, bye.